But we start with the Commanders and two really solid signings that I think very much fit the model I expected them to take into free agency. Now, there's a lot more work to do, but the Commanders have agreed to terms with whatever are going to sign. It's the legal tampering period. Nothing's official yet. It'll all become official on Wednesday, but we're just going to say they were signing Tyler Biadasz, center, who was with the Cowboys recently. He's only 26. He has a tremendously high pass rush win rate. Of course, is a center that has a lot to do with who your guards are, and he had a very good unit around him in Dallas. But he didn't give up a lot of pressure. Younger guy. I was talking to one of my buddies down in Dallas. He said he's pretty scrappy, doesn't talk to the media a lot, kind of your classic roughneck offensive lineman who is going to now be the center of a unit that I think is being anchored by a veteran is a good thing. So I'll circle back to that in a moment. Dorance Armstrong is the other signing. Versatile edge player, pass rusher, can play first and second down, can play for you on third down. Maybe not the most juice as a pass rusher, but if he was a Commander and put up the sack numbers he did last year, he would have led the team in sacks. He had 7.5. 2 years ago, he had 8.5, which is more than any other edge player had for Washington that year. Of course, that was the year Dorance Payne at 11, a double-digit guy on the interior, but he's got more juice or more success getting to the quarterback, I should say, than anybody here in recent memory. Of course, getting to play alongside Michael Parsons tends to help things. Getting to play alongside Tank Lawrence tends to help things. But a guy who's got some pass rush juice inside and outside. But I think what you're getting is guys that obviously Dan Quinn is familiar with, guys that Dan Quinn has a lot of respect for. And in some ways, it continues the Zach Ertz trend, which is we need solid vets in these rooms who are going to be our types of guys, who are going to say, this is the way we do things. This is how DQ wants it. This is how Cliff wants it. And I think even more so than Ertz, this is about also play on the field. These are guys that are legitimate NFL starters. Are they the best at their position in the league? No. Are they amazing players? No, I wouldn't even go that far. But they're very solid. And it comes at a position at pass rusher where you had no starters in an ideal world, and center where you really needed to upgrade. So let's in fact, let me just go ahead and double click on Biadasz as a center. I have kind of been in the camp all off season long that I thought Ricky Stromberg needed to start at center next season. Simple reason. He's your third-round pick last year. You don't spend third-round picks on guys, especially at the interior offensive line, who aren't starters. However, the equation changes when you have a rookie quarterback probably starting for you in 2024. And so having a 2024 rookie, Drake May, Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams, J.J. McCarthy, whoever it is, under center means you do not want to put quite as much pass blocking responsibilities, run targeting as well, super important, on them. And if you can get into an offense where your center takes care of that stuff, or can at the very least double check it, and then maybe your quarterback's doing it, but the center's like, yep, no, we're good. Or going, no, like that's the mic, we're going this way. We're gonna lucky this. Instead of Ringo it, we're going to the left, not the right. Whatever your line calls are, however much flexibility Cliff Kingsbury gives within his offense, having a vet who's seen a bunch of stuff is a really helpful piece to have. Stromberg has played 0 NFL games at center. He's played some at guard. I don't know that I'd say they've moved him to guard. He played guard last year. If you're going to be a backup offensive lineman, you need to have position flex. I know that term is hated around here because they seem to find a bunch of guys who had more position flex than an actual position they could play. They were just actually not very good at all the positions that they lined these guys up at. But having position flex on the interior of the offensive line is essential. You got to be able to play both guard spots. You probably should be able to play some center, or you got to be able to play tackle and guard. And Stromberg is a third rounder, I think gives them an option at left guard. If you want to say he's your backup center and he's going to compete for your left guard spot, opposite of Sam Cosmi, fine. If he's your backup, he's your number one backup for all of those spots. So he's one of your 7-0 linemen active on game day that if your left guard, your right guard, or your center goes down, or your 8 linemen active on game day, however you want to do it. Point is, left guard goes down, hey, Ricky Stromberg, you're up. Center goes down, Stromberg, you're up. Right guard goes down, Stromberg, you're up. Fine. Like that's an okay use of a guy in year 2 after taking him in the 3rd round as an interior offensive lineman. But the most important thing is making sure that you have what you need for your young quarterback, whoever that is, and getting a veteran center is a huge, huge box checked for the Washington Commanders getting Tyler Biadasz today, who's one of the better guys on the market. I think the Titans got the guy who most people consider the number 1, Lloyd Cushenberry, but they ultimately get one of the next best guys in Tyler Biadasz and do it for, solid money, $10 million a year for centers. Like, that's real. And 3 years, $30 million is the price here. But for a guy who's only 26, for a guy who's got a lot of experience, for a guy who Dan Quinn knows and trusts, and it's got a little bit of a nasty streak, like, that's the kind of attitude you want. Him, Cosme, Wiley on that offensive line, and we'll see where Wiley ultimately winds up being, but he'll be the vet in the room for sure. And then, obviously, they need to make a move at left tackle, probably in free agency and the draft. And the tackle market has actually gotten bigger today, not smaller, as the Packers have cut longtime veteran David Bakhtiari, and there's a couple of other guys who have been cut as well. So as we go, we'll keep you updated not only on the signings that happen, but kind of as the market sets, if guys get cut, who's available. We'll do kind of a full market reset later on in the show. We'll also be joined by Michael Phillips at 5 o'clock and Logan Paulson for a Take Command live, if you will, at 6 o'clock. So Logan live at 6, not a Take Command snippet, a real actual Logan Paulson live appearance, 6 o'clock here on the Team 980. Also a good day to remind you that you can listen to us in so many ways. So if you are driving home right now and you're like, damn, I really would like to be able to listen to Hoffman's coverage, to Logan later, to Phillips of Free Agency Day. That's how I want to be kept in the loop. You got options. The free Odyssey app is available on your smart device. You can also listen at the team980.com to the audio stream. You can even tell your Alexa, hey, Alexa, play the Team 980. So if that's an option for you in your house, then great. You also can watch us. We stream live on YouTube. I know I say this all the time, but it really is super easy. And almost every TV that you have at this point is a smart TV, whether you made it one with an Apple TV or it came that way with an internal Roku or Samsung or whatever. Just download the YouTube app, which you probably already have on said smart TV. Search the Team 980, and we'll pop up. And you just hit that, and we look like a TV show. So you can watch NFL Live. You can watch all the national stuff that isn't going to talk about the Commanders or the impact of these moves on the Commanders, or you can watch us. So pick your poison, and it's actually not poison. It's like candy, NFL Free Agent Day, and we'll keep you in the loop for the next 2.5 hours at this point until 6:45 when we go off the air tonight. Good day to listen to it all. We're live here on The Hoffman Show.
Hey, this is DA, and you're listening to The Hoffman Show on the Team 980 and the Odyssey app.